Hello everybody, welcome to the 2023 Arizona State Championships presented by Discraft. We are in Pine Top, Arizona at Wilderness Ranch Disc Golf Course, the #1 rated disc golf course in the state. This tournament is presented by Discraft. They've been a really amazing sponsor for this event, stepping up really big. Super appreciate them. Let's go to our Ulibarri Leadership Institute leaderboard. This is where we started off at the beginning of the round. All of these guys are going to be climbing up the leaderboard. Let's see who makes it to the lead card for the final round. We're at the round 2 back 9. And here's where we're stacking up. Christopher Robbins is at 9 down. Jeremy Novak at 7. Owen Bare at 2. And Cameron Messerschmidt at -3. Hole 10, 349 feet. You've got to get out this initial gap. It's a mandatory right. You're going to want to fly straight for just a little while. And this tree on the left is what we call the catcher's mitt. You need to beat it and let it fall in. Anywhere right in here is going to make for a great putt. Jeremy Novak has the box. He's currently at 7 down. It's going to be interesting to see how a lefty attacks this hole. Right up the middle, just a tad low.
Oh. What a weird little kick.
Kind of the kicks I've been getting. I'm getting it's a little like jumped out right at the end.
Chris is remaining at 9 down. He's been playing really smooth. He's been fending off and holding these guys behind him. He hasn't lost the lead yet. You hear him talking about it slipping out, and I think he's going to catch that tree we call the catcher's mitt. Owen Bare, 2 down. He's always quick off the tee.
Okay.
This one looks really good.
Yeah, dude.
He's talking to it, telling it to go left. Here's Cameron. See if he can pull it back together through the back 9. He goes over the sneaky high hyzer gap.
Come on, 50 miles.
There isn't much up there, but if you've got a lot of power, about 450 feet to 500 feet of power, you can pull off the hyzer there.
I thought you were like right over here.
No, I don't think it is me.
Which one? That one?
Chris lays up. Should take an easy par. Cameron's shot didn't really work out. The road here is not OB. It's been discussed often if we should make it that, but it's not currently. Cam lays up. It looks like he'll be taking his par also. Jeremy's going to have not much of it. Pitches under the bucket. Here we have Owen Bare for birdie. Just a little soft. Right in behind the basket there, you'll see is the new building here on the ranch built specifically for disc golfers, the hole-in-one restroom. Good tongue-in-cheek joke, but it's also a very beautiful building. So, hole 11, 360 feet. This is a pretty specific shot. You're going to want to throw kind of a flip-up hyzer. If you're a right-hand backhand, it's going to need to stand up right here and then kind of come in and land soft. You could get a counter skip to the right, or what really this shot is a forehand flex right-handed. Here's the lefty shot. This is kind of what the shot is made to look like. He just doesn't come over on it enough to get it to bend around the corner. Chris has it moving, but it's just a bit outside.
No.
Owen talking to it. All right, here we have the forehand flex. I believe this is what we're going to see from Cameron as he goes through his routine.
No.
Not what he was intending by any means.
It fought a little bit.
All right. Owen taking his up shot. Should be about the edge of the circle. There's the sneaky bear. Christopher Robbins getting himself into a patent pending. Looks like he changed his idea what he was going to do. But with a nice forehand touch. Cameron actually got a ways up the fairway. Big swing. He'll be up and down for par also, it looks like. Jeremy's pinched off here. High swinging putter shot. Just up and down. Oh, a little low again. Owen's had a few of those. In for par. Novak taps in. Cameron having a laugh about tapping out of turn. He taps in. Bogey. There's a beautiful green of hole 11. Fibonacci sequence somewhat. Let's move on to hole 12, 296 feet. Out the gap. Pretty straightforward shot. You just want to put a little mid-range flat out, or you can kind of get after it with the putter. Little guardian trees here. Land her in and try and get yourself a nice birdie. It's one of the get-em birdies that you really want to get on this course. Novak plays kind of a hyzer, plays to the right side of the green. Christopher Robbins. Nice, beautiful shot there. Landing it right like you want. He should have a tap in. Let's see what Cam has here. Cameron pulls the shot, takes a kick left. He's having to put on the scramble game a little bit today. Owen up the middle with a putter. Gets a bit of a turn. Looks like he's going to be on the dance floor also. Cameron from the left side. Not quite the rough, but definitely not in the fairway. You can hear the wind kicking up a little bit. Misses the shot a little bit. I think that wind had a little bit to do with it holding edge and not panning out. Took a little bit of a cut roll away from the basket. See if he can gather himself here. Leaves that one a little bit. Owen for birdie. He's starting to make a move again. Let's see if Novak can follow suit. And there's our birdie sign again. Christopher Robbins taps in for birdie. Let's see if Cameron can salvage his bogey and move on to the next hole. And there it is. Unfortunate bogey, but we'll move on to hole 13. 485 feet. It's one of the hardest holes on the course. You're going to want to throw a shot down here. If you're right-hand, backhand, it needs to be left side and then begin to flip. These logs sticking out of the ground are not OB, but they kind of give you a guide to fall into this area here. If you throw a flexing shot, it's going to come in and you want to begin panning back about right here. Kind of guardian logs. The basket's tucked all the way up in the corner. Very difficult hole. You're really happy to get a 3 here. Novak puts one up. Looks like it's coming in all right.
Oh.
Something. Did it kick left?
Yeah, I kicked all the way back left.
No.
Yeah. It was just going, and then it was like this. And so I jumped out.
Positioning on this hole is super important. You either want to land short. If you're going to be aggressive with the shot, you really have to commit. Ooh. For the tournament, this hole is playing as a par 4. Maybe it's a slight soft par 4, but the moment you hit early, it's going to feel like a par 4. So once again, you really want to get up the fairway. You want to get into position, at least in the gap. Cameron's forehand, a little wide left, takes a kick. Unfortunate. He may be just short enough that he can scramble something through the main gap. Owen getting creative, giving a little body English there, waving it on. You can see it's really tight in this area. Christopher also looking to go with the forehand roller. Those are a little softer. Here Cameron has the ability to kind of flex through this right-hand gap and get himself back in the fairway, maybe get himself near the green. Fading back. Ooh, a good kick. It's interesting to see that since it is being called a par 4, players are willing to take the 4 and understand also that it's a very hard 3 to get. See if Novak can scramble himself. Ooh, hits early. Christopher chips right up to the edge. Novak with the jump putt. He should be able to tap in a par when he's finished. Here's Cameron for birdie. So again, the wind's kicking up just a little bit as the thermal passes. And he throws it right into the heart of the basket. That was a great putt. Owen looking like he has a very similar look. He rings it up also for par. Great save by Owen. Novak to save par. Some of the guys look a little giddy. It's a good hole to get a birdie on for sure. With the basket being tucked up here, really close to the out of bounds, it really keeps you honest on your upshot. Let's move on to hole 14. Really tight gap off the first. About 250 to 280 feet is a mandatory right of this wall. Your initial gap is on the left, and then we can make to the main gap you want to land in is right here. This will be where you will attempt your upshot from. Your second shot can come right in here. The basket's tucked just inside of these trees, so anything short's gonna have to be work to get your putt. A very demanding tee shot. Cameron's shot is drifting off to the right.
Just listen for the truth.
Novak early. Ooh, Chris hit early. Fortunate roll right back to the center of the fairway. Let's see if Owen can get down the fairway here. Drifting, clicks. Center cut fairway. Not exactly where he wants to be, but Christopher also once again. Novak with a good forehand, breaking around the corner. It's a very good shot. Owen is looking to get crafty now.
Okay,
It's cutting the
Yeah.
roll.
I like that.
Well done.
Forehand roll coming around.
Did I hit a street?
Novak's shot gets dropped by the wind just a little bit. He had the nose down. It couldn't quite carry. Here's Owen looking to do a flex forehand. He leaves it just a little nose up, and so the disc drifts to the right. He's going to have a very tough putt there. Here with Cameron, seeking to do a patent pending.
Get more.
Good skip around the corner. Going to have a challenging putt still.
Bring it.
Novak putting it real close to the basket. Christopher Robbins will have to settle for a double bogey. Owen looking for something special
Do something
here.
crazy.
He'll have to
Where you at,
settle
Novak?
for an extra stroke. Cameron. Ooh, catches the branch, trickles off to the left. He's not going to be happy with that shot. His thigh's not going to be too happy with that shot either. Everybody taps in with their pars. Let's move on to hole 15, 362 feet. This year we have a new basket position, which is about 80 feet shorter. It's over here tucked on the right. Our lefties are going to like it. You can throw a straight shot out there with a fairway or a mid, let her fade in. Right hand, backhand is either going to throw straight mid or go forehand. We're in catch cam position this time. We have Cameron Messerschmidt. He's setting it 2 under. Wind kind of takes that and swings it off to the left of the fairway. Owen sitting at 1 under now. Shot's coming in. It's going to fade off to the left also, but he's within reach. Novak, his shot's coming in lefty. Just burns out a little bit short. Christopher Robbins, after his double, sets it 8 down. He's looking to throw a forehand also. Probably not exactly what he was hoping for. The breeze picking up for just a minute. It's a beautiful little green here. Here we have Cameron. He's pitching up close. He'll be able to tap in for an easy par. Here we have Owen. And Owen rings it up from downtown. Oh, he comes running and he's going to be stoked with that. What a good putt. Here's Jeremy Novak. Birdie look is up off the top of the basket. Novak to save his par. It's good. Christopher was stymied up. He pitched up to this position. Cameron both tap in for par. Let's move on to hole 16, 599 feet. First initial gap is get under this big oak. You're going to come out here into this open field. You have about, good shots are going to travel close to 480. It's slightly uphill. As you can see, there's two main gaps that we're going to be flying into. You're going to want to take the right side of these two gaps right here. From here, it's about 150, 180 feet in. You want to take a skip shot in, forehand, or bring it in soft with the backhand. OB deep of the basket.
Owen Bare,
Shots off. The entire card talking to his shot, hoping well on its journey. Cameron throws his. He gets caught in the juniper on the right-hand side.
Oh, damn it, dude.
Quite a bit of frustration. He isn't having the round he was hoping to have on his lead card. Novak shot.
Yeah.
He's going to be in great position.
Didn't work. Almost like 6 inches behind the ball.
Christopher throws a really clean look on this. Good position out on the left-hand side of the fairway. Owen with a forehand going into the gap. Catches the middle tree. Cameron's kind of stymied over here on the right-hand side of the fairway. Just no dust. It's going to bounce him right there. Christopher looks to be throwing a forehand right at the center tree also. We got to pick one side or the other. The center typically doesn't give us what we want, especially when the center is a tree. Novak swinging it around. This is a par 4, so Chris is laying up to get his par. Here we go, Owen once again. He cashes himself another birdie. He's making a move. Cameron going through his routine. The wind is picking up just a little bit. Might make you question your release just a little. Make sure you get it right. He's got his birdie. Good scramble from over on the right side of the fairway. Novak for his par. Watch Chris tap in his par also. Let's move on to hole 17. It's not strung in this video, but this road and beyond on the left-hand side is out of bounds. It's a high Anheuser shot off your right-hand backhand. Harkens back to the old days of Frisbee where we want to throw a MTA shot, maximum time aloft, catch it, put it up there, let her glide back to the basket. Just imagine we're going to see a number of really high shots. Owen's shot is up high, begins panning back.
That was gold.
Pretty good shot. Cameron's shot is up. Panning back. This is interesting. We don't get to see this very often. And a lefty attacks it with a forehand, which is
You're there.
giving it the same kind of spin as a backhand. Righty would throw. Really neat shot. Christopher Robbins puts it up there. It's panning back.
Go in.
Cameron's shot looks to have come just a little bit early. And he cashes it from outside the circle. Through the pines. Great snag.
A little high.
Owen tapping in. He had a bark
You
job.
gross human, Owen.
We have Novak. He's buried a little bit deeper in the trees. It's kind of a little bit of a tight green. There's a number of trees. But he's got a clean look at it, and he just leaves it a little high off the band.
Yeah.
Chris gets his birdie. This is really the big birdie you want to get. Hole 18 from the deck, down the fairway. It's strong on the right-hand side and the left-hand side. Right below us right here is about the 500-foot mark. You're going to make a bend to the left. The basket is also the entrance sign welcoming you to this golf course. Beautiful hole 18, quite a lot of challenge. Gave away a lot of strokes during this tournament because of the OB being rather tight. Owen sends one out. It skips just in bounds and comes in. There's Cameron. Nice high swinging shot. Was in the air a long time. He covered a lot of ground. Christopher Robbins. It's coming in. That's good also. Novak. He's a lefty. Let's see how he approaches this. Looks like he caught on the left-hand side of the fairway. He's just going to pitch back to the fairway. Make sure he stays in bounds. You can hear the wind really kicking up. Look at that sky. It's beautiful out today. Here's Owen. He's probably looking to get into the basket. He's about close to 400 feet. Probably closer to 365, but he's just a bit short there. Christopher Robbins also, he's looking to be probably about 360 feet. 340 is probably the number where he's sitting right there. A little bit of right to left wind. It's going to bring a little bit of challenge. You don't want to let the disc have the nose up too much. It'll take it away towards the out of bounds. Good little skip. Cameron's going to come in with the forehand approach. He's also at about 340 feet. That one's a little bit short. Probably just outside of the circle. Novak goes with a bit of a higher shot. Lefty hyzer hits the wall. From the wall, he should have about a 25-foot putt. Owen from circle 2. It's not going to be, but it stays on top. Cameron for his birdie. Putt is up. It's well, at least it remains on the level of the cake. Christopher Robbins for his birdie. He decides he doesn't want any part of it this time. He's going to walk into the final round with the lead. Now Novak, this to save his par. And he's low. Messerschmidt taps in for his par. The rest of the guys are going to come in and tap in the rest of their shots. Christopher Robbins going into the final round with a 4-stroke lead. Jeremy Novak, Owen Bare, Messerschmidt try and chase him down. Our Euler Leadership Institute top 10 leaders: Christopher Robbins, Boston Waugh, Jeremy Novak, and Nicholas Duran making it to the lead card. Owen Bare and Messerschmidt tied at 4 down. Zach Lyons Wade, Tanner Crumpton, Bradley Good, and Stephen Gailey are going to try and chase him down. Thank you once again to our early bird sponsors and to Discraft, your world leader in disc sports. It's been nice having you guys along, like I said before. Enjoy the views over the ranch. Like and subscribe below. And once again, be kind, do good work, and keep it in the fairway.